all my Compton Crip keyways, don't take this wrong, but he's a rat. A lot of y'all got family members and homeboys and things like that, brothers and some that have been held accountable for what they doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about him being a rat, but don't be a rat that's influencing our children to gang bang when you know your gang banging ain't gangster. You get what I'm saying? So we're gonna go to this first form. This is dated October 3rd, 2002, and we got content. The exposures we worked all night pulling, all night. Shout out Keyways sent me the basis of what I needed, and from there we went and got it. You get what I'm saying? This so people understand. This is all work. See that? This is work. This is real work. You understand what I'm saying? This is work. All right? This particular work, let's see how it reads. Declaration of Frederick James Staves, aka Gangster. Frederick James Staves declares, I am a defendant in this case. I have personal knowledge of the facts set forth hereafter, and if called as a witness, I could and would testify competently with regards to the matters contained in this declaration. The declaration is submitted in support of my motion in Lamont to exclude or coerce statements that the government is attributing to me that I allege made September 5th, 2001. So you made statements in 2001. This is stamped October 3rd, 2002. So this is a year apart. The declaration is submitted under the local criminal rule of Simmons versus United States so that I can obtain a ruling of admissibility. My young son, Beeper, was with me at the time of my arrest on September 5th, 2001. Agents of the government at the time of my arrest threatened to put Beeper in foster care if I did not cooperate and give a statement. Hey, check this out. We all got children when we chose this life. We all, under the light in them cuffs, had to think about our children and our wives and things we had to deal with that we was leaving, right? But you telling these kids, hey, nigga, you better take that case, keep it gangster. Gangster did it. No, you didn't. Let's keep it going. I feared that Beeper would be abused or mistreated if put into foster care. In order to protect Beeper, I answered the government's questions on September 5th, 2001, and signed the written waivers. I felt at the time I had no other choice. Nigga, you had a choice? You are OG from Santana Block, Compton, Crip. You got family, you got homeboys, you got homegirls, you got loved ones. What you mean? Nah, we ain't gonna use your son as no cop out at this time, homie. And no disrespect to your son, because the Keyways told me, Wack, I believe his son is no longer with us. So may him rest in peace. But we just reading what the work say, homie. We ain't finna flip it like that, right? I declare under penalty of perjury that the foregoing is true and correct, and that this declaration was executed on this third day of October 2002 at Los Angeles, California, signed August 12th, 2008. About 7 years later, 6, 7 years later. All right. As y'all seen on my Instagram, y'all want to go follow _the100 show. I posted this yesterday just to antagonize a little bit. And I asked the people, did you know who this guy was? So that's where this come from. So let's get on down to it. Attorneys for plaintiffs, United States of America, United States District Court for the Central District of California. United States of America plaintiff versus Frederick J. Staves, defendant. Order to reduce sentence and amend judgment and commitment order pursuant to FCCP 35, Rule 35, 35B2C. Rule 35. There we go. Now let's get to it. Whereas defendant Frederick J. Staves, defendant, which is gangster, who is currently serving a 240 mandatory minimum sentence imposed by the court on June 16, 2003. That is a 20-year sentence. Following his plea of guilty to one count of conspiring to distribute 5 kilograms of cocaine in violation of 21 USC 846, he provided substantial assistance to the government in the case of United States versus William and Joseph Ferguson, CR 041131-GAF. And said assistance was not reasonably anticipated by defendant until more than 1 year after the sentence imposed by the court and was properly provided. So, gangster got to tell it, ease after the fact. And we won't cover that because I got all that paperwork too. Let's continue on. By defendant, once its useful became reasonable apparent, the court finds that it has jurisdiction to reduce defendant's previously imposed sentence pursuant to Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure, FRCP, Rule 35B2C. Thus, it is hereby ordered that pursuant to FRCP 35B2C, the sentence of imprisonment imposed by the court on June 16, 2003, in the matter of the United States versus Frederick J. Staves, gangster, CR 01-959-SVW, be reduced from 240 months imprisonment to 156 months imprisonment. He told and snitched and got 7 years off.
Wack100 done it again. Exposed another lame ass, and look, I'm an OG, but lame ass OG that doesn't know what the fuck space he's in on this internet. You understand me? If you come out on this internet, on this YouTube, on this social media, and you get a buzz, you best believe your background is going to be checked into. These YouTubers, these cats ain't got nothing better to do but to sit at home and pick through your history until they find something, a crack in the armor. And it looks like gangster cooperated. Now, I don't know how the Santana Block Crips are going to react to this. I mean, it's plain as day. You understand me? This dude has been on the internet representing his hood as the ultimate warrior when it comes to cripping. Whole time, he done told. Whole time, he done cooperated. What other things has he cooperated about? Wack100 makes a threat, or not even a threat, gives a warning to Melly Mel of Santana Block, letting him know, you better not let these dudes come on your platform and respond. You better let them, or tell them to respond on their own platform, their own space and time. Where's this gonna go? You know what I'm saying? It sure the hell is entertaining, and we gonna stay on it and keep you informed. Hit that like and subscribe, man. Smash that notification bell so you can get notified the next time we drop. And you know the motto around here, safety first. It's the spot, and I'm Tyrone.